Hey there, it's Ben from Pattern Profits bringing you the weekend update and weekly watch list for the week of November 8th, starting with IWO, our proxy for small cap growth. We did finally push out of that descending trend line, out of this consolidation from all year, kind of in no man's land up here right now. So we'll have to see if it flags out here, allows 1020 cloud to catch up, or just makes continued upside. 339.91 the prior high, so we're looking for that move back towards 340. Finally got the move through 316 and 319 that we'd been highlighting pretty much the whole second half of the year. So nice move once we came through that trend line. If you take a look at FFTY, just below the high, 52.46, close 51.60, so just below the high there. And then PDP, the momentum ETF that we like to track, you're already right there into new highs. Nice run off of that anchored VWAP, off of the low year to date anchored VWAP, just a launching pad there, straight up since. Let's get right into the watch list, starting with Goose, GOOS, Canada Goose. Good report and good reaction. Had a nice move. You're just below the standard pivot of 50.05. Keep in mind, if they're very aggressive for this, come for it over the high 49.36 there. So you get over 49.36. Good shot to go through that standard pivot. 50.05 would look good if this goes sideways, gives us a handle, flags out, and then makes that move. But we'll just have to see. As always, anchored VWAP attached to that earnings gap to help guide. Another one, similar look, Expedia, EXPE, high there, 184.21. You come through there, you've got a shot at the all-time high, 187.93. This one had a nice handle, but the way that it worked out with earnings in that big volume candle, didn't have an opportunity to get it as it came through the descending trend line and through the volume shelf. So now just have to look at an alternate type entry. Same here. Does this go sideways, allow the moving average clouds to catch up, or are they really aggressive? A, B, and B in the group had a good report too, so they may just push right through. We'll have to see. Semis, if semis are hot again, UCTT, Ultra Clean Holdings, one to keep an eye on. You have a double bottom pivot here, 59.17 right there, that level. It's been straight up action up the right side since earnings. Again, would look good with a handle here, 1020 cloud catch up and then push through, but 59.17 the level to watch. And then you have the all-time high above at 65.33. Let's also take a look in that group Rambus, RMBS. This an old school name taking me back here. Looking at Rambus, came through that descending trend line, good volume. Now you have a standard pivot above at 25.19. If we bring volume by price over, and let's just go on the breakout there, you'll see that that volume shelf is just below price. So this putting in that little handle, flagging sideways, that's what we like to see. Then comes out of there, may provide early entry if it does come down here a little bit further. Otherwise, it's the move through 25.19 on big volume that we would be looking for. Also, PGNY, our old friend PGNY. This one tried to go on Friday and couldn't push through. So 64.35 the level to watch if it does reclaim, and then 66.61 was the prior high, and now you have a new all-time high at 68.32. So what to watch for here is maybe a little sideways action inside day or two, flag out a little bit, and then reclaim that 64.35 pivot. Was good volume, but close week couldn't hold it. So we'll see if it does push right back through there. Another one, while we're talking retests, I'd love to see this come in just a little bit further. 1473 was a standard pivot that it came through. If it can come in and retest just a little bit further, 10MA cloud is right there. So may give an opportunity just below 15. This is gambling.com, GAMB. So maybe worth keeping an eye on that one as it comes in. JAMF, JAMF is a 3 weeks tight. high and tight here, 3 weeks tight, over 48.98 gets it out of the 3 weeks tight. 1020 cloud has caught up to price, so looking for the breakout there. All-time high, a little bit higher at 51. If oil is hot, IMO and Oxy, the two we'll take a look at. IMO back below the pivot. It didn't really put in a handle, putting in a high handle. Now back below pivot. What I like here though is you have an inside day to work with, and it's right at the volume shelf there. Let me move this over just a little bit more. So if it can, inside day comes out to the upside, allows early entry back above that volume shelf, and then back through that standard pivot 3520. You can draw a little descending trend line in there. It's rather steep, but if it comes, inside day comes out, you'll also take out that trend line, and then you've got a shot through that standard pivot at 3520. Oxy was the other one I mentioned. This one also a 3 weeks tight, and you right back to the standard pivot at 3350. Broke out on good volume up the right side there too. Now came back, retested. 1020 cloud is there. Want to see this one make the turn though first. Don't want to see it roll over from here. The reclaim of 3350, and then the 3 weeks tight confirms at 3575 above. I'm going to throw another name in just because I keep getting asked about it, and that's Digital Turbine. Apps, our old friend. And you know what I'm going to mention here with apps is just that there's no signs yet of it making the turn. You do have anchored VWAP off of this swing low. Year to date anchored VWAP off of the high, I believe, yes, here, the high. So you're right there in that area, 50-65 cloud. It's not shown on my chart, but the 200-day is there. Volume is easing up over the last couple of days as it's come in, but want to see that make the turn. You have anchored VWAP from off of this gap down that we can use just like we use them for the gap up. Want to see it reclaim that or go sideways here, inside day, come out to the upside and reclaim to give you at least some clues that the buyers are back in control. One other one, I even hesitated tonight, debated whether to even share this one because it is quite a mover, low float name. So please know what you're getting involved with if you even look into this idea. GREE, Bitcoin miner, like 8 million, I believe, is the float, and this thing is getting huge volume. There was a lot of call flow late on Friday. Got it on my radar. Little flag pattern here. Anchored VWAP off of the start here, day one. This came right up, actually tried to clear back here. You got resistance here, tried to clear here, couldn't, came back down. Almost got there again on Friday and then came back down. So little flag pattern, closed above this little descending trend line. Volume shelf, it closed just above. Big volume coming in. So what I'd be looking for here, continuation upside here. Take out that anchored VWAP and turn it back up. And then maybe start climbing this right side, especially if we see more volume coming in. But just be aware, these low float names, as you see over here, this was down 13-14% almost in one day. Back here too, down 23% in one day. Yes, you have a big green candle here, up 34% in one day, but just be aware of what you're getting involved in. This is something that definitely would require some babysitting if getting involved at all. Anyway, that's all I have. Hope you have a great trading week, and I will see you over on FinTwit.